We all, collectively as a society, need to slow the fuck down and take a deep breath, okay? I live in France, I live in Paris, and this is such a fast moving pace city, Everyone is always in a rush, like everyone is always rushing, everyone is always on the go. It's always you have to go somewhere, you have to do something. You can, like, especially in the public transportations that I take almost every day. Like I take every day that I go out, and I see people. That's what I think about. Like I see people running for their lives to get on that train, to get on that metro, knowing, and that's such a common Parisian thing to say because, like, oh, I'm so sorry, because we know, like, there's gonna be a metro 2 minutes later, literally, and everyone is like, oh, I gotta go, and it's like, it's crowded, and people push each other, and they're like running, and we're like, there's literally gonna be another one in 1 minute, like, really. And also, I've heard like crazy stories about people running for the train and then crazy accidents happening because they're getting dragged under the train, stuff like that. And some people dying, some people like being in a coma, some people. And I'm like, is really whatever you're rushing for worth you getting dragged under the train or the metro? One time I got locked by the doors. Like I think it was it my arm or my bag? I think it was my arm. I was stuck, and it could have been a whole, like, I was laughing because maybe I was not realizing what was happening, but honestly, something really bad could have happened. Genuinely. I realized that I was like also doing this as creatively, like creatively. I'm always rushing, I'm whenever I have an idea, I always want to do it right now. Always I want to do it right now, like it's now or never. Like, oh, some people call it a manic episode. I don't know yet if I agree with this, but I always have like to go head first in my ideas. Otherwise, I feel like they will disappear, or I feel like I just have to do it now, or I will never do it. And I want it quick, and I want it now, and I go head first in it. But where am I even going? You know what I mean? Like, I never really took the time to think about what I'm doing. I know I'm a really impulsive person, so I was gonna say for the good and the better and the worst, but honestly, is there even a good part being impulsive? I guess sometimes it can be a good thing, but honestly, in my life, it hasn't happened yet. So yeah, I'm really impulsive, and I always want to do things quickly. Whenever I have an idea. And yesterday, so if you watched the previous video, you would know I met a guy. His name is Marcus. Hi, if you're here. And it's so funny because he was like, whenever I have an idea, and I think you're just like me, I tend to rationalize stuff and like think about the steps that I have to take, like, and will only go where I know I can go, especially creatively. So if he want to start like writing a movie, he knows he can. He doesn't really have, like, he never took like writing classes about movies and stuff like that, but he knows he can write because he's a journalist, and it makes sense for him to make something like writing related, right? Whereas if he would have to join a football team, he'd be like, I don't know. And he was like, and maybe you're like me. And I was listening to him, and I was like, girl, that could not be the farthest thing away from me. Like, I'm the total opposite. Like, he was done talking, I was like, bitch, I'm the total opposite. I'm so sorry. Sorry to this man. Sorry to this man. Like, I love to not think about what I'm doing. What is this? I love to go and do stuff. But the thing though, and it's so annoying, is that it always lasts like for 3 days a week and then it's gone. So I get why people would say it's manic episodes, but I don't know. I have really concrete examples of me just going head first and not thinking about stuff, you know. I remember when, I don't even remember what year that was, but I wanted to start a lip gloss business. And did I know anything about business? Did I make a business plan? Did I do a benchmark? Did I study the field that I was going into? Did I ever really know anything or had passion for lip glosses? No, I just wanted to start a business and I didn't care about it. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna name it this for that reason, and I'm gonna need this and that. And I went on Amazon and I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna need, so I'm gonna have to buy that, and then I'm gonna have to do this and that, and I'm gonna do this. I never did it, of course, and thank God I never bought anything regarding this, because that would have been a mess. And honestly, I would have lost money for no reason, because that was not. Anyway, I remember also this is so funny because I told this to Marcus yesterday, that I don't even know what year that was either, because I'm really bad at remembering years for some reason. I wanted to create a character for HBO's series Euphoria before the season 2, before it went downhill. What I did, I had an idea, and mind you, this all happened in one day. Okay, I had an idea for a character. I wrote the whole treatment for the character. I was like, okay, this is gonna be the name. I had 2 names. I was like, okay, the names are gonna be this and that. I literally did a whole slideshow, like a whole presentation, and I wrote their names, their age, their background. I had like dialogue ideas. I had how they would style and why they would be like that, their character traits, their relationships, all of that, not ethnicity, their sexuality, everything. And I sent this to the producer the producer of Euphoria on Facebook, because I knew like no one would ever message him here, and to the director of Euphoria on Instagram, because he's private and has like no following. So I was like, he's definitely gonna see this and they're gonna love this. Like, they're gonna eat that shit up. Like, they're gonna contact me back and give me like a deal of $10,000 by day. Like, I don't even know what I thought that was gonna be like. Genuinely, like, I don't know what I thought. 2 weeks ago, I had an idea for a book. I was in the train and I was like, damn, life is lifing, I'm suffering, and I want to write a book about pain. So all the ideas were fusing in my head. I was like, oh, I can do a chapter about that, a chapter about this and that and that and then that. I can do this, I know. And then I went home and I was like at home. Of course, now I'm bored with this idea. Like, I think it's a good idea, but I'm kind of bored with it now. And mind you, I really thought once again, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write this right now. I'm gonna finish the book like maybe in 2 months, not even. Then I'm gonna get a publishing deal in like 2 months, because I know it's a good idea and people are gonna eat that shit up. And is it an episode about me thinking that I'm God? How do you say that? My God complex. Is it an episode about my God complex, or an episode about being in a rush, or both? I don't know. And I was like, and I'm gonna publish this in like 4 months tops. Tops. That's go- I, like I don't want to lose time with it. I want to go with it and go for it head first. Again, not think about anything. Do I even want to make a good book? I don't know. I don't care. I just want to like use my pen and make it something. And I'm like, girl, come on, chill. And I made a TikTok about that, and I was like, damn, I think I really am a product of my generation where I really want everything right now. Like, give it to me, please. Give it to me, please. Like, that's me. And when I say a product of my generation, oh my god, yesterday I saw TikTok. So sorry. Like, TikTok is gonna be obviously my main source for everything here, but I saw TikTok of this girl. She's named Sharon. Fuck, I don't remember what her handle is, but basically she was like, you guys want to live the whole human experience on the internet. You want to find love on the internet. You want to be educated on the internet. And I was like, oh, she might be onto something. That does not personally, connect to me in any way, shape, or form. But what I want to say by that, and why I think it's relevant, it's because people want to do this on the internet, and not because they don't want to do it in real life, but because it's more digestible on the internet, and because they're just lazy. Well, I'm just taking it all in, not just about love or education or whatever, but you just want it now and at the palm of your hands. You know what I mean? So you want it now, you want it to be instant, and you want it here. You know what I mean? Like, you don't, like, if we're talking education, you don't really want to go outside and look for books for whatever subject you're interested in working on, whatever. You want it now. You look on the internet, you can try to search up anything and have the information, which obviously is a great tool and a part of our society. So we're living with that. But she was like, and that quote, well, really stuck with me, because I was like, oh, that's so true. So that's what I mean when I'm a product of my generation, is that we were born with everything quick. We made our modern society so we have everything the quickest way possible. You know what I mean? So I'm really about that life of I want it all, I want it. I want it all, and I want it now. And that's really bad. And I'm really, really impatient on a daily basis. I definitely got that from my dad, because he's a really impatient guy. But I'm really trying to work on that. Am I really trying to work on that, or I think I am at the first step on working on that, is acknowledging it. Well, I've always acknowledged it, because I was like, yeah, I'm impatient. Oh, me, I'm an impatient girl. Okay, stop. Stop being impatient. Okay, we got that. Now work on that. How about it? So there's that, and now I think, genuinely though, I think that I really am trying to take more of my time with stuff, because there's this French saying, brain steps, and I don't know if I mentioned this before. We say brûler les étapes, burning the steps to get to somewhere. And I'm currently doing something with a friend of mine, and she's like me. we always want to do stuff and just go head first, and then 2 days later the project is dead. And this time we really want to make things right. It's like a relationship, you know what I mean? Like, you know, when people, they want to take things slowly because they want to make things right and not rush into anything. That's literally, I'm gonna have to think that I'm in a relationship with life, like, because that's how I have to go through life, with being patient, with being slow, with taking a step back from everything, with thinking twice before doing something, with even the way I speak. I speak so fast my whole life, okay? I'm an actor, okay? And I remember my first like professional acting experience. It was a play, okay? And he would always, like, the director of the play, he would always be like, girl, slow down, you're speaking too fast, and even as I'm saying this, I'm trying to slow down, because I've realized that this whole time I've been speaking so fast for no reason, and I have to slow down, because why am I in a rush? You know what I mean? It's my channel. If I want to make a video 40 minutes long, I will. You know, if I don't want to make it 20 minutes, an hour long, it's my channel. I do what I want, but still I'm in a rush, and I'm gonna try to take it slow and take it down, because I'm also speaking really here as I'm speaking fast. So he was like, speak slowly, and my whole life this thing has followed me in my acting experience as well. They always say take time. Sometimes I do castings and they're like, take time, like, slowly, you're going really fast, that was really fast. And I'm like, damn, again. Like, my first acting gig was in 2019, so it was like 5 years ago, and I still have this problem today, even though I know it's way better than it used to be. I used to speak really, really, really fast, and also that's why I stutter a lot. I talk about my stuttering a lot, but honestly, this is a miracle that I haven't stuttered that much in this episode yet, because I stutter so much because I think too fast, yeah, but I talk too fast. So that's one other thing, you know. It's also like thinking twice before doing something. And like, I don't know, there is this thing in French, again, because I'm French, where we say tourner sa langue 7 fois dans sa bouche avant de parler. Like, it's turning your tongue 7 times in your mouth before speaking. Usually they say that when you just say something mean or hurtful or stupid, and they're like, yeah, you better do that, you know, you better turn your tongue like 7 times in your mouth before speaking. It really means to just think twice before speaking as well. So that's really something that I really need to start doing. Not because I'm dumb, not because I say mean or stupid shit, but only because I need to, you know, slow down with life. I really want to slow down and even appreciate, and not even if I feel like appreciate is not the right word, but like, I really want to be in the moment present. I'm gonna do a whole other episode about being in the present moment, but just to take things slowly. In the morning, I am drinking my coffee from a ball that I have when I was younger. So it's not a big bowl, but it's small, but it's bigger than a coffee cup, and it really forces me to slow down in the morning, to be drinking my coffee in a bowl instead of chugging it, you know. Even though I love to enjoy stuff, I love to not rush, physically speaking. Like, I don't like to you're never gonna see me run for a bus, for a train, for a metro. I'm never gonna run except if something crazy is happening. And even then, like, if I'm late, I'm late. I'm so sorry, but if I'm late, I'm late, and it's fine. Whatever it is, except it's something like concerning my mother or whatever, but I'm never gonna run for that. So there's that. But in the morning, I like to take my time, and this is a new way that I found to take my time even more than I am right now. So this kind of, for whatever reason, this forces me to just take it even more slowly, to really take the time to drink like that with my bowl. This seems so silly, but this is the truth. So now I'm really trying to really acknowledge that, but genuinely, and find concrete ways of slowing down on a day-to-day basis. And I think we can all be like Marcus. He can take from me, I can take from him in that aspect, but I definitely need to take from him. I don't know if I talked about that yet, but I'm doing something with a friend of mine, and she is just like me. We always rush doing stuff. We always have ideas that we never really pursue because we went head first, and now we hit a wall because it did not make sense, and it was not like viable. I don't know if that's a word in English. Let's hope it is, because I'm not gonna look it up. But now we're doing something together, and we're like, let's make it good. Like, let's take it slow, like a relationship. I feel like now, when you're starting to see someone, I don't know personally, but I've heard people, because I never had any romantic anything in my whole life, so I wouldn't know. But when you start seeing someone and you're like, let's take it slow, let's not rush into anything, let's get to know each other, let's do it right, let's take it slow. And I feel like I have to treat life as such. I have to treat life as if it's a relationship, so I can slow down with stuff and like do things right. And I'm not looking for an excuse to just not do anything and be like, let's take it slow. No, let's take the right steps at the right time and do it right and take it slow in that regards. I need to treat life as if it's a relationship. With whom? I don't know. I don't care. It's a relationship, and that's all that matters, because now we just have to go like baby steps. And with this friend, which I told y'all, like, we have this bad habit, both of us, like, we're like that. Her and I, we're like this when it comes to having ideas and being like, oh my god, let's do that tonight. And then we're doing this, and then 2 days later, it's like, kaput, dead, finito, people, finish. So we all collectively as society need to be more like Marcus and just think twice. And what's the hurry, girl? Genuinely, what's the hurry? I don't think anything is that, especially because we're very privileged. I mean, I say we, but it's really just me. I'm not living the best life ever. I'm not the richest. I'm not the smartest. I'm not the prettiest. I'm not whatever. But I feel like not taking time to, acknowledge everything, to be in the present moment and to do things right will be like an insult to my privileges. I feel like I'm privileged to be able to take time. I know some people, they don't have that. I know some people, they have to run to take the train because they're a single mother of 6 children, living on the minimum wage. Stop! Oh my god, not on the single mother. And if she does not rush in the morning to take her train, she's gonna be late, and maybe she cannot be late again this month because it's, so I'm not blaming her. Go girl, go. But for those of you who are like me, and who can genuinely sometimes just oh my god, I have the perfect example for that. Okay, last time I was going back home. Who was I with? Who was I with? Oh yeah, I was with a friend of mine. And then I went home. And I love to walk when I'm in Paris, because I live in Paris, but like I really just live like 20 minutes away from Paris. But I say I live in Paris because it's easier for people to understand who do not live in France. Anyway, so I was going back home, and I love to walk back home. But this day, first things first, it was really hot outside. I was really tired, and I was packed, and I hate being packed. When I was younger, I used to hate bags because they would be too much for me to handle. And now I love to have my purse, and in my purse I have a tote bag in case, and I also have a plastic bag at all times with me, just in case I have to carry something with me. I buy something, someone gives me something, whatever, I have this just in case. So I had like 3 bags, I think, and I was like struggling, and also my shoulder hurts all the time, and I was sweaty, and I was grumpy, and I was going home, and I was walking, I was like, wait, like literally, you can take a break. Like, who is forcing you to rush home? You know what I mean? Like, take a break. Literally, I have no imperatives. No one is waiting for me. Like, of course my mom was waiting for me at home, but it was honestly 7 p.m. I think at that moment. Not even 7 p.m. The sun was still out, beaming. Beaming, is that a thing to say? The sun is beaming? I don't know. No one. You don't have a meeting. No one is waiting for you. You don't have anything to watch on TV at a certain time. So what is going on? And I was like, wait a minute. When you remember you have free will? That was me. I was like, I stopped in my tracks, and I was like, wait a minute. Why am I rushing? Like, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I'm pissed. I'm packed. I need to take a break. What is forcing me? What unknown force in the universe is forcing me to keep going forwards? Like, I can literally stop right now. There was like cafes, bars like around me, and I was like, okay, I'm not feeling this right now because I don't want to sit again in a cafe, whatever. But did you hear my burp? That's disgusting, but whatever. And then I was like, you know what? Yes. So I just sat down on the stairs of a big ass church, and I sat down, and I recollected. You know when you need to recollect, recenter, and I recentered. I recollected. I think, I don't remember if I had water. Probably I did. I drank my water. I ate a snack that I bought that day. Like, it was a protein bar. Oh my god, I never buy protein bars, by the way. That's so odd that I had that with me. That's so, I needed it. And I ate my protein bar, and I was like, okay, you can just take a break, breathe, drink, eat, write your feelings, which I did on my notes app. Sit for a little bit, look at people, look at the world around you, look at people enjoying their time, look at what's going on, look at this shop in front of you, what is going on with that shop, with the bar in front of you, what is the name of it? Like, just reconnecting with my senses, and that was really helpful. So if you stayed for this long in the video, I thank you. first thing first, I encourage you to comment the emoji clock. And we are also, what you can take away from that video is, if you have the privilege of being able to take time for yourself to, on a day-to-day basis, not go away on vacations, but to, in your day, find a way to slow down, to look at the world around you, to notice yourself do stuff, to not be on autopilot, which I'm gonna talk about as well in another video. We can just take away that we can all be like Marcus, thinking twice, thrice, even thrice, with before doing something, being less impulsive, taking the right steps at the right time, and just breathing and taking breaks. Because if you can take breaks, if you feel like it's too much right now, just take a break. Like, if there is no one forcing you to do anything, if you have no imperatives, I don't know if that's a thing in English, but in French we say j'ai pas d'impératif, you know, just take your time. If you have the habit of talking fast like I do, when you notice yourself being like spitting words out of your mouth, stuttering, take time, come back to yourself and breathe. And there's a fly. I didn't kill it, I'm trying to get it out. Now all I can think is that fly. So I'm gonna end it here. Take care. Bye. Thank you.